Hey there, internet friends. Let's talk Bitcoin, but first, picture this. It's 2010. The world is just starting to recover from the financial crisis. Smartphones are becoming a thing, and social media is exploding. Amidst all this, something revolutionary is quietly brewing in the digital world. A guy named Laszlo just bought 2 pizzas. Sounds pretty normal, right? But here's the kicker. Except he paid 10,000 bitcoins for them. Yes, you heard that right, 10,000 bitcoins for 2 pizzas. Today, those pizzas would be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Imagine that. What was once a simple meal is now a legendary transaction in the world of cryptocurrency. Yes, you heard that right. Millions. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? This is the kind of story that makes Bitcoin so fascinating. This is Bitcoin, folks. A wild ride of potential riches and head-scratching confusion all rolled into one. It's like a roller coaster you can't get off, with its ups and downs, twists and turns. So what is this digital voodoo magic that can turn a couple of pizzas into a king's ransom? How does it work? And why does it have such a hold on people's imaginations? Is it the future of money, or just a speculative bubble waiting to burst? These are the questions that have everyone from tech enthusiasts to financial experts buzzing. Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive headfirst into the wacky world of Bitcoin. Get ready for a journey through its highs and lows, its triumphs and controversies. We'll unravel its mysterious origins, tracing back to the enigmatic figure known as Satoshi Nakamoto, who created Bitcoin and then vanished. Explore how it works, or at least try to, delving into the complex world of blockchain technology and digital wallets, and examine its meteoric rise to fame. From a niche interest to a global phenomenon, Bitcoin's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. We'll also tackle the very real concerns surrounding this digital enigma, from its volatile nature to its environmental impact. These issues are crucial to understanding the full picture of Bitcoin. By the end of this wild ride, you might not be a Bitcoin expert, but you'll definitely have a deeper appreciation for this digital currency. But you'll definitely be able to impress your friends at parties with your newfound knowledge. Imagine dropping some Bitcoin trivia and watching their jaws drop. Or at least confuse them. Either way, you'll be the center of attention. Either way, it's a win-win, right? So let's get started on this exciting journey into the world of Bitcoin. Imagine a currency free from the clutches of governments and banks. A currency that operates on a peer-to-peer network, allowing you to send and receive money from anyone anywhere in the world without the need for a middleman. No more pesky fees for wire transfers or currency exchanges, no more waiting days for transactions to clear. Bitcoin aims to make financial transactions as easy as sending an email. That's the dream Bitcoin promises, a decentralized digital currency controlled by its users, not by some shadowy cabal of financial overlords. It's a system where you are your own bank. At its core, Bitcoin is simply lines of code, existing solely in the digital realm. This code is open source, meaning anyone can inspect it, ensuring transparency and trust. But don't let that fool you, it's powerful code. This code governs the creation and transfer of Bitcoins, ensuring that the system remains secure and functional. It's built on a revolutionary technology called blockchain, which is essentially a public ledger that records every single Bitcoin transaction ever made. This ledger is immutable, meaning once a transaction is recorded, it cannot be altered or deleted. Think of it like a giant, transparent spreadsheet shared across a vast network of computers. Each computer or node has a copy of this spreadsheet, and they all work together to verify and record new transactions. Every time someone sends or receives Bitcoin, the transaction is added to this ledger, making it nearly impossible to cheat the system. This decentralized verification process ensures the integrity and security of the network. This decentralized, transparent nature is what gets Bitcoin enthusiasts all hot and bothered. They see it as a way to take control of their finances and break free from traditional banking systems. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin is finite. Unlike traditional currencies that can be printed endlessly, there will only ever be a limited supply of Bitcoin. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence. This built-in scarcity is a key feature that sets Bitcoin apart from other forms of money. This scarcity, coupled with its growing popularity, is what drives its value, much like gold, hence the nickname digital gold. People see it as a store of value, a hedge against inflation, and a new form of investment. But unlike gold, you can't hold Bitcoin in your hand, and its price is about as stable as a caffeinated squirrel on a unicycle. Its volatility is both a risk and an opportunity, attracting speculators and investors alike. So how does one acquire this magical internet money, you ask? Well, it's not as simple as finding it lying around on the internet. You can always buy it on an exchange, which is like a digital marketplace for cryptocurrencies. Here, you can trade your traditional money for Bitcoin, but where's the fun in that? It's like buying a pre-assembled puzzle. You miss out on the challenge and excitement. The real thrill and headache comes from mining Bitcoin. This is where the adventure begins. Imagine this, thousands of computers around the world working tirelessly to solve complex mathematical problems. These problems are not just any problems. They are cryptographic puzzles that require immense computational power. No, it's not a dystopian sci-fi film. It's the very real, very energy-intensive process of Bitcoin mining. This process consumes a lot of electricity, often as much as a small country. These digital miners are essentially competing to solve these equations, racing against each other to be the first to find the solution. The first one to crack the code gets to add the next block of transactions to the blockchain. This blockchain is a public ledger that records all Bitcoin transactions. As a reward for their computational efforts, they receive freshly minted Bitcoins. This is how new Bitcoins are introduced into circulation. Think of it like a giant digital Sudoku puzzle, except the stakes are much higher and the puzzles are far more complex. The only prize is a string of numbers that represents your hard-earned Bitcoin. This string of numbers is your Bitcoin wallet address, which you can use to receive and send Bitcoin. Once you've mined or bought your Bitcoin, you can use it to buy things online, send money to friends, or even invest in other cryptocurrencies, or just hold on to it and hope it makes you rich. Many people see Bitcoin as a long-term investment, hoping its value will skyrocket in the future. But here's the catch. Bitcoin transactions are irreversible. This means that once a transaction is made, it cannot be undone. Once you hit send, there's no going back. This is why it's crucial to double-check the recipient's address before making a transaction. So if you accidentally send your life savings to the wrong address, there's no customer service to call for help. Well, let's just say it's time to update your resume and start looking for a new career path. The world of Bitcoin is exciting, but also fraught with risks. Always proceed with caution. Now you might be wondering, why go through all this trouble for some digital tokens? Well, Bitcoin's appeal extends far beyond its potential for profit. It represents a radical departure from traditional financial systems. Bitcoin enthusiasts see it as a tool for financial freedom, a way to opt out of a system they view as rigged and unfair. For people in countries with unstable currencies or limited access to banking services, Bitcoin offers a lifeline, a way to store and transfer value without relying on institutions they may not trust. Then there's the limited supply. Unlike government-issued currencies, which can be printed into oblivion, Bitcoin's scarcity is hard-coded into its DNA. This finite nature, combined with its decentralized structure, makes Bitcoin resistant to inflation and government manipulation, which is a big selling point for those who distrust authority. And let's not forget the ease of cross-border payments. Sending money internationally with Bitcoin is as simple as sending an email. No more exorbitant fees or waiting days for transactions to clear. It's fast, it's efficient, and it's shaking up the financial world, whether Wall Street likes it or not.